shook the Lord. Take to all night. And so will it take. Two chairs, one mic, same crew. Day one, still laughing at the same news. From the group chat straight to the airwave. Real talk, real life, this that safe space. Side eye, big side, then they dive in. From the headlines to the heartache, they all in. Jokes fly, but the truth stay tough. If you sensitive, better buckle up. They gon' say what we thinking, girl, you know what? Old school vibe, but it's different.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to Girl You Know What podcast, season 7, episode 12. I am Danielle,
And I'm Keisha.
and we're back.
Yes, we are. Happy Mother's
Yes,
Day.
happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers out there. Yeah, so how have you been doing? I know we had a little before, but other than
Ah,
yeah,
other than my back pain,
yeah,
I feel okay.
good.
You know, this is
Mhm.
probably we gonna be having some random conversations today
Mhm.
because I don't really feel like I had anything necessarily that. I mean, I know there are some things because there have been a lot of conversations
Right.
going around about a lot of stuff that I would love to chime in on.
Yes.
But you know, other than
Mhm.
that, I think life's been great.
Good.
I know people are like, life's been great because gas is $5. Baby, this just remind me of being in the Bush era. And
Listen.
Trump gonna push it till he got to be, no, I had gas at 3, so I had gas at $5. Like
Mhm.
he's slow.
Yeah. Yeah.
He don't know no better.
Yeah. I mean,
Somebody said, how is the gas higher now? And he told us it was a ceasefire. I said, because he's a liar.
he's a liar. Why do y'all believe anything that comes out that
He
crooked ass mouth of
he's a
his?
liar, y'all.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe people are still saying, "Well, he said stop it."
Like, y'all, come on.
Like don't be the and this just lets me know that let's talk about cults for a second.
Oh, let's.
Because I saw that this is a perfect example because we are firsthand
Mm-hmm.
witnessing cult behavior. But was it like a couple weeks ago you posted when the Nature Boy,
Yes,
when
yes,
that
yeah.
documentary came out?
Talking about cults, we are going to be
Hmm.
talking about growing up in the 80s.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
because I, I told someone, speaking about cults and scams and everything, they were talking about Stormy, and I
Hmm.
said, it is our fault. The Gen Xers, it was our responsibility. We are Gen X, right? Are we Gen X
Yeah.
or Gen Z?
Gen X.
I said it is our responsibility to have told the millennials about pyramid schemes.
Hmm.
And I don't think we got the message across good enough
No.
because the fact that y'all fell for that and now are mad about not making any money. So we never really let y'all know how pyramid schemes work. The
Obviously
same go
not.
for cults.
Hmm.
But go ahead.
Yep. So, like I said, now we've seen, and not only seen firsthand, but we have,
Mm-hmm.
heard about, cults
Mm-hmm.
throughout, history. And
Yes.
recently, one that really shocked a lot of people, which I don't see why cult behavior shocks a lot of people anymore, because you do see that there are so many gullible
Lost
people,
people.
lost people, people who just want to fit in somewhere.
Yes.
And the Nature Boy one was so now. First of all, it's on Hulu,
Mm-hmm.
and it's actually, uh, I mean, I was intrigued,
Yes, yes.
definitely
I
intrigued.
remember hearing his name,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe it was around the time of the trial.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
it
because I didn't
but
know who he was. I didn't know all that was going on, and I'm like on YouTube and stuff. Like I like. I mean,
yeah, but I had no clue like who he actually was. I just
exactly.
remember hearing about Nature Boy, and then
Mm-hmm.
that would seem like that was it.
Right.
But
Right.
when I saw, and then actually I saw the advertisement on like Instagram for the documentary, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, let me watch this right now.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Okay.
I literally got off of there and turned it on. Like, oh, let
Okay.
me look and see what this is was about. Because it's black people in this.
Right. Now that's something that's new right there. So.
Right. Just like Jim Jones all over again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it was.
But I feel like this particular cult with Nature Boy.
Uh-huh.
So I tell people two things about cults. And not just organized cults like what he had or Jim Jones or what was his name? David
David
Koresh.
Koresh, yeah, the Heaven's Gate, the ones that have been more popular throughout history.
Listen to me closely.
Mm-hmm.
If it is cult behavior and it looks like it's religion, sex is at the pit of it.
You listen.
Sex is always the motivating factor.
Mm-hmm.
If people are telling you we're trying to improve your life outside of organized religion, let me say that.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of organized religion, because they want you to shun religion.
Yeah.
Because again, people may not realize this, but in most religions, there is a level of accountability. There's a checks and balance.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody you can go to who's over that person. In these cults, that person is the supreme authority.
Yeah.
And if you get in a situation where there's just this one supreme being, just like with them pyramid schemes,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the root of this, at the root of a pyramid scheme, it is money and it's evilness. And
Yes.
at the root of a cult is sex.
Mm-hmm.
So think about Nature Boy telling people, oh, we're going to live off the land. This is the way it was intended to be. He got people coming to Cuba, living off and living. Hold on. And the moment you took your butt over there
Listen.
and he told you that we have access to plumbing, we have access to a toilet, but you can't use it. You got to sleep outside in these tents.
And use the
And the
bathroom.
bathroom is not for right there. They are trying to control you
Mm-hmm.
and trying to overpower you and give you an example of their dominance.
Yes.
Get the fuck out of there.
Listen.
Run far away from there. When people do stuff like that, stuff that just doesn't seem humane,
Mm-hmm.
but they try to tell you, oh, we want you to live off of nature.
Right.
But you see them using the bathroom,
Yeah.
they're sleeping in the house, but you got to sleep outside in a tent.
Right. You
Baby,
don't see nothing wrong with that?
it's like I don't, and some of these people were educated people.
Mm-hmm.
That one boy had gone to college. He had been in the military. The
Mm-hmm.
one girl had a couple of years of college. She left school, took her little refund money or whatever she was putting into school, and went and joined that cult.
Yes.
Because oh, how easy the switch flipped
Mm-hmm.
from nature to oh, now we're gonna link up couples and you can have sex with this one. You can, baby, the moment sex come into play, go ahead and just walk off.
Exactly, because that's what's going to be used to control you even more than anything else that has already been.
I don't know if people have ever seen the documentary about Abercrombie and Fitch.
Mm.
I forget what it's called,
Yeah.
but there is a documentary about Abercrombie and Fitch about how they used to get their models. And listen, it even surprised me
Mm-hmm.
because the documentary seems so like superficial at first.
Right.
Like, oh my God, everything is about looks, everything is about this. About an hour before that documentary went off, that switch flipped so fast
Mm-hmm.
to the whole time that man who was photographing those kids was doing it for sexual
Yep.
purposes. I was like, y'all sick.
Yeah.
Y'all are sick. Here you are. And I think and he's a grown man. And
Mm-hmm.
listen, if you like men, okay, so what? Who cares?
Right.
But the fact that you are using these young kids
Mm-hmm.
and young boys, because now it makes sense why y'all had all them naked shirt boys in y'all's ads.
Okay.
Because he was using that for his own sexual pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, my God, this is
Yeah.
just the level of perversion in the country is like
Listen,
sickening.
and y'all be focused on one thing about perversion, and you just don't see it just around the board. That it's all over.
It's
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. And the nature boy thing too brought up a serious point for me,
Mm-hmm.
which something we talk about all the time, is that men, black men, all men are so misogynistic.
Mm-hmm.
And given the opportunity to dominate a woman, it's like a thrill for y'all.
Yeah.
So misogynistic.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they wanted.
Right.
That is what they wanted, to have their dominance over the women.
Yeah.
To be able to sleep with whatever woman they wanted in that cult,
Mm-hmm.
beating women. He was slapping the men around.
Yeah, and they were just taking it like, this is our supreme being, so we have to take it.
Oh my God.
Listen, I just can't. I mean, and maybe just because I have never been like a weak-minded person like that, because that's what they are. You have to
Mhm.
be controlled, you have to be weak. And people might take offense to that because you
Well,
may.
it's the truth.
It's
It's
the
the
truth
truth.
though, but you have to be weak to be controlled.
That's what the
And
pimps say. Listen,
yeah,
we read Iceberg Slim in college. We
listen,
done watched Pimped Up Hoes Down a million
listen,
times. And I
okay,
used to love Pimpin' Ken. I thought Pimpin' Ken was so fine. But
baby.
he said something
Mm-hmm.
that was so powerful that I don't ever forget. And that's why I be listening to pimps when they be talking, because they be putting you up on real game,
Real
like real
game.
life game.
Mm-hmm.
Pimpin' Ken said, it take a certain woman with a certain kind of abuse.
Yeah.
You can't get no square bra to make her do this.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have a bra. She done been broke down.
Yep.
And I said, oh, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now Pippin and Horn don't really seem weird to me, because, like he said, it's a certain type of woman that's gonna go for shit like that.
Yep.
And they know what type of woman that
Oh
is.
yeah.
And that's why they go after him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they go after him. So, yes, it does take a weak-minded person, no
It
disrespect.
does.
It takes a person who's been abused at a certain point in their life. That why you think women be taking bullshit from men?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have been abused on some level.
Yeah.
It may not be physical abuse, maybe it's mental, maybe it's emotional.
Mm-hmm.
But you have been made to feel so poorly about yourself that you think what that man is doing to you is okay.
Yeah. That's how he
And
loves
we
you.
think he's the corniest motherfucker alive.
Listen, speaking of which, let's flip it real quick because, and I know, and this is beyond the Clay and Meg thing. This is way
Hmm.
beyond that.
Hmm.
I mean, they're two rich celebrities who, had a relationship, it was public, and now they
Hmm.
don't have a relationship. Let them go their separate ways.
Right.
This is about how black men treated the whole situation.
Hmm.
And it really just showed a lot of true colors. And I saw a lot of
Hmm.
disagreements. It always, and it's always among black people where we get into these
And it's
discussions.
across the board.
It's across the board.
It ain't just with Meg and Clay and the way they
Mm-hmm.
talk about black. Now, I think it is a thing with black women.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not gonna say, because I saw somebody and I had to unfollow her.
Mm-hmm.
The girl who be like, it's Friday, so I'm gonna keep it black, but I'm gonna keep it brief.
Mm-hmm.
She talking about giving a reason why she don't want to vote for Keisha Lance Bottoms.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't, black people specifically, excuse me, y'all kill me with this shit. And it's mostly the black people who pretend like they so educated.
Thank you. That's what really pisses me
Why in
off.
the world do y'all sit, just vote?
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking vote Democrat. I'm tired of giving y'all a reason why you supposed to vote for the person. And if it's a black woman, vote for her.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a Democrat, pick the Democrat. But if it's a
Right.
black Democrat woman between a black Democrat man, pick the woman. Bitch, because you're a woman.
Right.
Like, what is wrong with y'all? Do y'all want to
Exactly.
know why the Republicans keep winning elections and why this shit keep happening? Because they don't have 30,000 think pieces on the candidates from them.
From them.
That's the biggest problem. The
Mm-hmm.
think pieces are coming from inside the house.
Yep.
Let the Republicans talk about why the Democrats are so bad. But
Exactly.
when did y'all stop talking about why your own people? Because y'all got that crab in a bucket mentality as black people.
Yep.
You don't even realize your behavior is plantation like.
Thank
You don't
you.
even get it.
Mm-mm.
But y'all supposed to be the one with the most education and thinking like, oh, I gotta think what's out about you. No. You know what the shit give me? Massa, they over there
Yeah.
running.
Mm-hmm.
Massa, they talking about
Oh,
getting
I'm gonna
away
get into
tonight.
that too. Because I got a couple, y'all.
That's what it's
Yeah, that's
given.
what it's given.
And you think you look smart and you look
You just
like
look
a fucking
stupid.
idiot.
Yeah, and we're laughing at you because you just sound stupid.
I unfollowed her so fast
Mm-hmm.
because first of all, I was offended as hell that it came down my timeline. Because I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Right.
Because I didn't know her. Now I don't know her name, so
Mm-hmm.
I had to go on the page and look. And I said, oh nope, I unfollow you because I don't got time for this.
Yeah. I stopped
I don't got
following,
time.
a lot of them quote unquote so-called woke folks because they end up being bullshit. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. But back to black men real quick because I want to get into
Mhm.
what you just went to about the voting and all this other stuff.
Mhm.
But I think a lot of black men missed the point. This wasn't about just specifically, what happened between Clay and Meg.
Mhm.
Who cares if she slept with 50 million men? Who cares if he's cheated on everyone he's been with? Who cares? It was the way that y'all just dogpiled on that woman,
Mhm.
for one specific thing. And this
Mhm.
goes deeper is because you're saying that someone who says she has slept with 100 men, and of course I'm
Mhm.
being exaggerating, but
Right.
who says just because she may still be looking for love, and she may have thought that she found love. So you're saying that a woman, and I'm specifically sticking with women,
Mhm.
just because that's what y'all love to focus on,
Mhm.
because she has bodies,
Mhm.
that she's not worthy of love.
Okay, now stop right here.
Okay.
I want women to hear this, and I want
Okay.
you to hear me good.
Uh-huh.
I know that we looking at it like, oh, you niggas ain't shit. But I
Mm-hmm.
want you to use this for informational purposes. Like I want women to use this for an informational purpose. And I have been telling women this for the past 2 or 3 weeks since this shit
Mm-hmm.
happened. Never tell a man the truth about who you slept with.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one.
Yeah.
It ain't none of his business. I heard a woman say years ago, and it was going around on the internet, don't you never tell a man you had sex with more than 4 people.
Mm.
Never.
Okay.
I don't care how old you are. Don't you never tell a man you had sex with more than 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and then I know this is hard for women, but I also want you to see that this is what men really think about women.
Mm-hmm.
This is what men, because it used to be barbershop talk,
Yeah.
but now the social media has allowed them to bring it to the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to know, and I'm a person who has a lot of friends who are guys.
Yeah, same.
And I want you to know and hear me good. They've been saying this about you.
Mm-hmm.
This is not anything new, and this is why I'm not shocked by it. But
Right.
what really shocks me is that why didn't y'all already know this? As women, and
Mm-hmm.
we are here functioning in a world where, especially women who want to date men, those of you who want to date men, are you telling me that you didn't know that men thought like this?
Right.
Are you now let's be honest here for 1 second. Are y'all telling me that y'all didn't know that men didn't want to marry what they consider to be a whore?
Mm-hmm.
I know but I just said this to somebody the other day. We now Danielle, we know because we grew up in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
From the year 80 to be exact. So we grew up in an era and a time where hoes was hoes,
Mm-hmm.
prostitutes was prostitutes, dope fiends was dope fiends. And
Right.
I just told somebody this. I said, cause see, y'all say little stupid shit now like, oh, Nah, we was just partying. No, you a fiend. You was getting high, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
See,
That.
y'all like to sugarcoat stuff and make it seem cute when really it's not. It's
Mm-hmm.
not. I have had a talk, and I'm only saying this as a mother who's had a talk with my own daughter about counting up the times you done had sex with people. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
if you have sex at this age, okay, let's say high school, because a lot of people start having sex in high school.
Right.
You have sex with one guy in high school. Okay, y'all might not stay together forever. You break up. You go to college. You gonna probably have sex with one or two people in college.
Mm-hmm.
Now you at 3. You gonna graduate from college at 22. Now you gonna have sex. You gonna be dating till you about 25, 26. That's 1, 2, 3 more. We're at 6 niggas now. Like, I literally gave her this example.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down. That's too many.
Yeah.
But see, we don't have these conversations with girls anymore. I don't give a damn about what these men are saying, to tell you the truth.
Right.
I care about the fact that we're not teaching girls to be ladies anymore. And being a lady does have something to do with how many niggas you sleeping with.
Mm-hmm.
Because why you giving it up so easy?
Right.
I mean, these are conversations we don't have anymore. And
Mm-hmm.
when you have them, now me saying this, I'm going to be considered a hater. I'm going to be considered a pig Misha. That's what they call them. But we need to have these talks with girls.
Mm-hmm.
These niggas going to say whatever they want to say. Who cares?
Right.
But why are we as women not talking to little girls about preserving themselves? You know
Mm-hmm.
why? Because we've been teaching little girls that it's okay to be a hoe.
Mm-mm.
We've been telling them that, oh, don't let people slut shame you. That's what we teaching them now.
Yeah.
But on the other side, again, if you are a woman who's trying to be in a relationship with a man, men don't want to marry hoes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only thing that Cameron said that I thought was like, oh, I didn't ever think about that, was how y'all gonna get mad at Clay? She done been with all these niggas, and then y'all expected Clay to be the one to wife her. Like, why would that be here? Why would you think he would want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing for a fact how many men she done been with. And I'm not knocking her for who she slept with. That's her business. But you hear that right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's your business.
Right.
Why the fuck do y'all keep telling people who y'all sleeping with?
Mm-hmm.
Quit making it everybody's business. But I know we live in I know that's the world we live in. If we don't see it, it didn't happen, and post your mate, post who you with.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't.
And
Because
that's
then,
what and that's what sells for her.
okay, let's keep it a $150 right here.
Mm-hmm.
We done laughed at hoes a lot of times.
Oh,
Who
hell
we done went
yeah.
to school with, and a bitch have a new boyfriend every 6 months.
Okay.
Calm down.
Right.
People don't want to see that though. So imagine we laughing at somebody who ain't nobody.
Mm-hmm.
What you think people doing to somebody who famous?
Right.
Imagine if Beyonce was doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
She would get the same backlash Megan Thee Stallion was getting.
Oh yeah.
But that's what I am more frustrated with women than I am
Mm-hmm.
frustrated with anybody else, because I feel like as the senior women, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
46,
Right.
so I'm not no 20-year-old, I'm not no spring chicken.
Right.
It is our responsibility to be telling girls younger than us, baby, preserve your body,
Mm-hmm.
preserve it. These niggas don't, because we see what
Because we
they
see that,
don't appreciate shit.
and that was my point the whole time. It was like, you see how they responded to this
Yes.
particular situation. So just because it's someone famous doesn't mean that they're saying that they're
So
not saying
what
that
you think
about
they're
you.
saying about the regular
Hello.
girls they sleeping with?
Hello.
But that's why I'm saying, like, but women, that, and I know we hate this,
Mm-hmm.
but the responsibility is on us.
Right.
To be responsible for younger girls, to tell them, baby, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, don't tell nobody.
Exactly.
Watch who you sleeping with.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful.
Yep.
We don't have those talks with girls no more, because again, if you talk to people about stuff that's putting parameters on their lifestyle, you
Oh.
a hater.
Yep.
You a hater. I'm just trying to be me. We hear that from young people a
I
lot.
was gonna say, in this
I'm
younger
just trying to
generation,
express myself. You don't gotta express it with your coochie.
exactly. They don't listen to nothing that anybody,
No.
because older people, they're too old. They don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't lived through anything. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because now I see, us being 46. I mean, let's keep it real. Lord willing, we're approaching 50.
Yeah.
We're over that hump. So it's like,
Yes.
we see what our parents were saying when we were that age.
Yep.
But I think that we had a little bit more discernment. You
And
know what
see,
I'm
they
saying?
don't,
Yeah, they
because
have none.
also it is cool to use drugs now. It has never
Mm-hmm.
been cool for us to be on dope.
Never. Never.
It was never a cool thing. At the most, people smoked marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of frowned at people who smoked too much weed.
Exactly.
You was a fiend to us then.
Yeah.
So y'all so hooked on drugs, if we just
Drugs
being
and
honest.
sex. Yeah.
Drugs is like really clouding your vision.
Mm-hmm.
And if the drugs ain't clouding your vision, the sex is clouding your vision.
Yep.
Like somebody got to pull the reins
Yeah.
and say, baby, this ain't a good look.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing a man says that's negative about a woman surprises me.
No.
Because men, like that man said in Mary Poppins, cannot see past the end of their nose.
And we
They
know what he
can't.
meant. Mm-hmm.
They cannot see how dirty and trifling they are.
Right.
They cannot see how unappealing they are.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot see they nasty ass teeth, they funky ass underarms. Like they can't see they stinky ass feet. They think it's okay for them to be them, but a woman should be perfection for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like Goofy, if you don't get out of here,
Yeah. It's
like
ridiculous.
no, it didn't surprise me one bit. But listen, again, because some of those same men who was making that comment was like, nigga, without that money, you ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
Little Duval is at the top of that list.
Right.
You are bite-sized.
Thank
Number
you.
one.
You got a huge head. There's nothing about
Like you look
appealing.
like a walking bobblehead.
Thank you.
And you are here talking about somebody, but that's the thing right there.
Mm-hmm. Those are the ones he can't see. He thinks he is the finest thing because, he's a man, for one.
Because he got some money.
And he got some money and popularity.
That money gonna really, what did they say? Gillian Wallow told y'all, money cannot unlame a lame.
Listen.
Nobody cares how much money you have.
Okay.
Them girls who sleeping with you is desperate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and y'all know y'all ain't looking like nothing. So it's like, it ain't
Them
looks.
girls that sleeping with you can probably barely afford to breathe.
That part.
So, y'all gonna always have something to say about somebody, but it's cool.
Always. Well, before we get back into the voting thing, let's talk about hoe culture, since we were talking about that. So Love and Hip Hop has ended its ghetto run, so I guess they're canceling Love and Hip Hop finally.
Maybe kids could get back to going back to school.
That part. Yeah. I was like,
and they don't want to be reality TV stars.
Yeah, that's one down.
Jesus Christ.
So I was just like, finally. I mean, because honestly, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know it was still on.
Oh, I didn't either. I thought it was just.
Yeah.
I thought they was reruns, but.
Girl, listen, I did too.
I thought them was reruns.
I was like,
and Zeus Network, look, I heard a girl say that the Zeus Network, she said, I feel like it is a plot set up by the CIA.
Listen.
Like, there's no way that can be real.
It's something Todd set up, honey.
A scheme set up directly by Todd.
Listen.
And the saddest thing of all is that the boy who started the Zeus Network, his daddy is a bishop in the Church of God in Christ.
Of course. Are we surprised?
I was just like...
Are you surprised?
And something else that I heard a guy say a while ago, and I didn't realize it until it was like, oh, how much of a negative view, like... Caribbean women, and now they said the guy who do the Zeus Network is gay. He looks gay to me. I don't know, and I hope nobody gets offended by me saying that.
Just saying.
But he had a baby by somebody, and I was like, so what? Did that make him not be gay?
Anything? Hello. I mean, don't be naive, y'all. Come on now. Oh, he married, so.
What are y'all talking about?
Exactly.
Like, I was like, oh, okay, like that made a difference.
Yeah.
But and with him being in church, he probably is gay. I mean, I don't know, but
Probably.
He done had a baby by one of them girls that was on that show on Baddies, I guess. I mean,
Child.
child.
I mean.
So him, he used him as an example. Loving hip hop, creator, producer. She's
Mm-hmm.
a Haitian woman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the Housewives of Atlanta. I don't think many people know the producer princess, but
Mm-hmm.
she was the original like producer, creator of the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, she's the one that took it to Andy, right? Like took the castle.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
producer princess. She is
Mm-hmm.
also Haitian.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, these Caribbean women put black women on TV and they have them doing the worst stuff because they have such a horrible opinion of us.
Mm-hmm.
And they have us on these shows. He said being between Caribbean black women and gay men.
Mm-hmm.
They are putting black women on TV, making them look crazy.
Yeah.
And I thought about that, like, God darn, all them girls is not just black. Like they
Right.
are.
Ain't that crazy?
I believe it. I tell people this all the time, and any Caribbean person that hear me say this, if you are not in this number, forgive me. They don't like us, y'all.
No.
I heard somebody just tell a story about a girl saying, "I'm not black.
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm not black. I am Nigerian or something to that effect."
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I was like, "Here we go."
Girl, you're black.
I ain't trying to claim nobody who don't want to be
Yeah, that's the
claimed.
thing.
You
It's just
white.
like I'm willing at this point, the way some of y'all acted, I'm willing to bring Rachel Dolezal back to the crib because
Listen, y'all, you
listen,
right. You white.
because it's just like, I mean, at least she was, you can say what you want to about someone like that who cosplays or whatever. But first of all, someone who wants to be black. I mean, come on now. In
Right.
this
Y'all
day and
black men don't
age.
even want to be.
Yeah. So it's like, and she was actually doing something for black people. So, it's just like she can now she can't come to the cookout. We ain't going that far, but she can, come back and work for the NAACP. We can use you, girl.
Yeah.
So, but
Cause
yeah, y'all
honey,
be up here. Yeah, it's like if y'all ain't figured that out yet, that I mean, and a lot of African and like you said,
yep.
Caribbean, they
Caribbean,
don't want
yep.
to associate with us. They don't like us. A lot of and not all because
But that is
but
because of
but
what they are learning
what
about
they're
us in
taught
their
about us.
country.
Mm-hmm.
Like what they're told about us. I
Yeah.
have heard Nigerians say like their parents told them when they come over here or like stay away from black
Mm-hmm.
Americans.
Oh yeah, that's why they don't even when they get here and they've been here for a long time, they still don't want to have nothing to do with us because they still, even though they have
Mm-hmm.
met plenty of us and they have become friends with a lot of us, they still don't really want to have anything to do with us, especially a big
And that's
group.
why the girls go off and marry white men.
Hello, hello.
They say, and I heard a Nigerian girl say that her parents, like most of the time, the parents there prefer that you marry white when you come to
Mhm,
America. I was
mhm.
like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Do y'all know that the white folks stole y'all from y'all land?
Listen,
Your
they don't
parents don't know
care.
that?
They'd rather you be with the
Oh my
man
God.
than a black man, and that says a lot. That just says how so many people feel about us. Just across the board.
Help us, Lord. Help us, God.
Yeah, it's just like, and then here we go. Y'all got, we got to deal with bullshit, amongst ourselves, and
Mm-hmm.
that's, so. But back to the voting thing real quick. So they gutted the Voting Rights Act.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, here comes the celebrities. Now, first, let me start before I get on Killer Mike's ass.
Oh my
Let me
God.
talk about Ice Cube real quick because I adore Ice Cube, but I don't because every time an election comes up, that's when his ass comes out talking about y'all need don't vote. Basically, that's what he's saying. He doesn't directly say it, but that's what he's telling y'all. And a lot of these rich black celebrities, that's the only time they come out is when a midterm election or the November elections come out, is when they get on their platform. They don't mention any time anything else about any voting or anything like that. You don't hear them any other time except for when it's time to vote.
I
And
would just ask you to ask people when they tell you not to vote.
mm-hmm,
The question you ask them in return is, how is that going to benefit me?
thank you. Girl, we are there this morning because I'm just like, you have
How
all
does it
these,
benefit me?
yeah, you have all these black celebrities who are telling you, don't vote for this. If you're going to vote, do this, do that, but they never have a solution. They're never
And I feel
saying,
like this, if your solution is not the Democratic Party,
mm-hmm.
don't come talking to me about a liberal party. Don't come talking to me about shit that don't got the
Exactly.
numbers.
Thank
If
you.
you are
Enough of
not
that.
voting Democrat, shut the fuck up. If
Exactly.
somebody asks you who you're voting for, say your ass would prefer not to discuss it.
Right.
But please shut up.
Mm-hmm.
If you are trying to create a new party or do all of this bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
be quiet.
And y'all been talking about that shit for years and you ain't done nothing. You just
Just be quiet about
be
it, because what you're
quiet.
doing is we're losing numbers from the Democratic Party
Mm-hmm.
because they're going over to that foolishness that you're talking about, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not amounting to a hill of beans, as my grandma would say.
Hello.
Stop. Just stop doing that.
Yes.
And why don't y'all understand y'all need to stop? Do you
Yeah.
see white people doing that?
No.
Uh, how slow are
Be
we all? Yeah, let's start. We need to start going back to identifying people based on them carpet rooms.
that
Cause
part.
some of y'all are making me believe that you shouldn't be talking to a massive group of people.
Mm-hmm.
You should just be talking to yourself in your bedroom.
Yeah. And a hairbrush.
Yes, because
Use
this
that as
is
your
getting
microphone.
out of
It really
control.
is. It is. And it's just not stopping. It's
And
just
and then people were in old girl's comments when she said that shit about Keisha Lance's bottoms,
mm-hmm.
and was saying like, "Oh, thank you for telling us. We didn't know." I'm like, "You bitches. Oh my
And
God."
see, that's the thing too. It's just like
That's why
social.
Kamala couldn't get picked.
Exactly, because y'all listen to one person and you go by what they're saying when they're just trying to get some likes and views. That's it. She don't know what the hell she's talking about. And all them lies and everything that came about from Kamala, and now, people who are regretting their vote, they're saying, "Oh, I wish I would have looked more into her." I thought you knew everything about her. I thought you knew that she did this to black men and she did that to black men and all this other stuff. And it's just like, come on now.
And y'all sound stupid talking about what the fuck she did to black men, because she was the attorney general.
Mm-hmm.
It was her responsibility to uphold the law. But what were those black men doing to other black people?
Mm-hmm.
Because it is an 89 to 95% chance that when you commit a crime, you commit crime against people who look like you.
Mm-hmm.
So for every black person she locked up, there was a black person at the other end of that fucking crime.
Right. They don't think
So
about
or
that
what, are
though.
they supposed to just not get any justice for getting murdered, for getting robbed, for getting raped? You don't care about that?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are weird.
Very weird. Because they don't research. People are so lazy nowadays. They don't look at things for themselves. And that's excuse me, like you said about that lady who you unfollowed, whatever, and people were in her comments, "Oh, thank you for telling me. Did you look this stuff up yourself, or you just going by what one person has to
What
say?"
she
And
said.
that's the problem. And
Y'all
that's the
get on my
problem.
nerve,
And
man.
especially when it comes to celebrities like Ice Cube, y'all just sit up here. He's telling y'all don't go vote. A whole bunch of assholes are going to be like, "Okay, Ice Cube said don't vote, so I'm not going to vote."
And he's a millionaire. Y'all
Thank
not even
you.
voting for the same shit.
Thank you. And that's why he's telling y'all not to vote, because he knows his fan base is going to vote against his interest. Hello?
Cause y'all poor and he rich.
Exactly. And regardless if they cut taxes, if they do this for the rich or whatever, he's still going to be rich.
Yes.
Just like some billionaire, I don't know who he is. I can't remember his name. Of course, he's white, but he
Mhm.
compared cutting tax. I mean, increasing taxes on the rich, compared it to slavery or something, or some kind of something that had to do with black people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Child, they all going crazy.
Crazy as hell. And Killer Mike. So I don't really have much to say about Killer Mike, but he's another one. Now he had been talking about not voting and voting against. He was a big proponent about voting against Kamala and Hillary. Um, and those are two reasons why Trump got in a
Misogynistic.
misogynistic, yes. But now that they've gutted the Voting Rights Act, the very act that he was telling people not to use, not to vote because, he was telling people not to vote because it would be against their interest to vote for people who are best for their interest. but because it didn't benefit him, he's going to use his platform to tell you not to vote. But now he's upset because and so many people are calling him out, and I'm thankful. I'm happy about
Yeah, I've been
that.
noticing that. Yep, that's what
Yeah.
he get.
It's, about him, against voting and all this other stuff. But now he's upset and he's trying to get people riled up that they gutted the Voting Rights Act. So,
You are
okay.
the You are the cause.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, what you got to say? I mean, what? And he hasn't really responded to a lot of these people. Like, I mean, he's probably said some stuff, but I don't follow him, so I don't know what all he said. But,
I don't either.
yeah, but I've seen a lot of people coming at him, and basically,
And
like,
it's
shut
well
up.
deserved.
Yeah, well deserved. It's just
It is
like,
well
and the
deserved.
thing about it that we had to understand too is that a lot of these people, just because they're rich and they have money and they have a platform,
They
doesn't mean that
dumb.
they know what they're talking about.
They dumb, y'all.
Yeah.
And I had to have this conversation with somebody, and we have to realize that a lot of people are just not like this.
Mm-hmm.
It was when Kamala was running for president.
Mm-hmm.
And you do know there are other things on the ballot besides the presidential
I
race.
mean, come on now. That bit that
So I had
oh.
to really explain. So he was like, I ain't voting and this and that. And this is like a friend I went to college with. And I'm like, okay, you may not want to vote for the presidency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get that. Whatever. I don't get it, but I understand.
Right.
I said, but there are other things on the ballot as
Mm-hmm.
far as like health and human services, like food stamps, Medicaid coverage for elderly. I said,
Mm-hmm.
so you may not need those services. But what if there is a young girl in your family that has a baby? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what if there's a young girl in your family that needs like medical assistance? An elderly person needs medical assistance.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not just voting about what your interests are, you are voting for the interest of other people too.
Yep.
And what voting will prove to you every single fucking time is how selfish people are.
Yes. I was just getting ready to say that because they're
We do
selfish.
not think about other people. People go into that ballot box and they think about
Yeah.
themselves.
They don't even think about their family. Like you said, it could be
No,
somebody in
they
your
don't even.
family.
It's men out here voting for against the interests of the women that they sleep with every night.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, do not just assume because you are married to that man or because you've been dating that man for 7, 8 years that he's voting in your best interest.
Exactly.
He is not. He is selfish and he is voting for what matters to him.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
that's why I say when that whole Megan Thee Stallion stuff, I ain't never cared what no nigga had to say.
Right.
And I'm not no hater. Like, I'm not no, I hate men woman. Like, I love
Exactly.
men.
Same.
Like,
Yeah. Same. I got more male friends than female friends, so that part.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I also, I know how they think. I know the
Mm-hmm.
stuff they be saying.
Yep.
Like, they
Exactly.
ain't thinking about us. You better be thinking about yourself,
Right.
husband or not.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's a few sprinkled out there that is really loving, caring, and kind to their wives, and they care about their wives. I'm not saying that. But
Mm-hmm.
it is just some men out there who just selfish.
Yeah.
They think women are only good for their use, and that's
Mm-hmm.
sex
And
and cooking and making
right.
babies.
And the first thing that a lot of them say is, "I love women. I love black women." They always
You
got to
love having
specify
sex
that.
with women.
Mm. Mm.
Then we need to recognize the difference. They like to have sex with women.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why so many of them get caught up with transgenders.
Mm.
Because you like the look of a woman,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't always like the package.
Right.
You always, sometimes you want that extra package. That's why
Mm-hmm.
y'all be dating them really, really well passing feminine transgender women.
Mm-hmm.
The ones you'll take in public.
Yep.
There's now some you ain't gonna take them in public because they look too manly.
Right.
Like, EJ ain't gonna never get me to believe a man finna be walking hand in hand with him.
Listen, okay.
Now I bet you got a man though. I
Right.
bet you do.
Oh, and he's white. You know that.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
bet you do.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't nobody gonna walk out in public with you.
No. That's why we always see you by yourself.
Yeah, but that's definitely why y'all get caught up with transgenders, because you see boobs, you see makeup, you see hair, you think woman. You like the
Mm-hmm.
look of a woman.
Oh yeah.
and you can touch it and it makes you think you're with a woman.
And it makes you feel more manly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you want to play with the pickle every now and then, it's there for you too.
That part.
Like, no. Mm-mm.
Child.
Y'all ain't fooling nobody. You just want to have
No.
sex with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But when you spend your time, when you hang out, you want to be with your boys. You
That.
gay, nigga.
Yep. That part.
Because now you can get the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because I'm sorry, you can't hate women that much and love them. I'm sorry, you can't.
No, that's
It
not even
doesn't. It doesn't
possible.
even work. No. Child. And this is the last thing I have. I am
Mm-hmm.
okay. So after the White House shooting, which we haven't heard anything else about, surprisingly.
Child,
So
after the production at the White
thank you.
House
That part right
called
there.
Shooting on the Lawn.
That. So, and I still haven't seen that quote unquote Secret Service agent that got shot. Nobody still has seen that person. But anyway, so that's a whole nother subject. But so of course, I think I mentioned this in the last one because we talked about it because we recorded the day after it happened.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about it briefly, but when Erica Kirk, when she showed her tears and everything,
Oh my
it's
God.
this. It's always, now everybody's hating on Erica Kirk, and it's not only Erica Kirk now. You see this new trend, new thing going on where it's now it's hate against pretty blonde women. Stop that.
Child,
Stop that narrative. Stop it right now.
sir, we can only give a fuck about what's pretty to us.
That part.
She's pretty to y'all.
Yeah, that's it. And
She look like a blowfish
I mean,
with dark eyes.
and as much as I can't stand Candace Owens, she is not letting go of Erica Kirk's neck, and I am here
Mm-mm.
for it.
Nope. Mm-mm.
So keep
Because
on,
she know the
Candace.
truth.
She knows the truth, and I'm scared for her.
Yeah.
Because regardless if I don't agree with and the sad thing is I've been agreeing with things that she's been saying, but I still don't like her.
Yeah. She know the truth
She
because
knows
Charlie
the
was her
truth.
friend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like we just said, we got friends that's males, like
Mm-hmm.
good male friends. She knows the truth.
Right.
She know what Charlie really thought of Erica.
Yeah.
Y'all only know what y'all think he thought about her.
Mm-hmm.
She know what he really thought about her.
Right. And that black guy that she took the picture with outside the White House, that is not her man. He's a Fox News correspondent.
Girl,
So stop
I ain't never
that.
think that was that
Yeah,
girl,
I was
man.
like, yeah, they were like, now look who she's dating or something like that. So no, that's not her.
No.
That's not her man. She only got eyes for JD Vance, maybe. They
Oh
were,
yeah, that's
or
who
either
she.
that or
Yeah.
I think they just have the same makeup artist. I think maybe that's what it is. They're good girlfriends
They
when it
look
comes
like
to
they
that.
cousins.
Listen.
Remind me of that episode of Criminal Minds when they was really brother and sister.
I know which one you talking
And they
about.
branched off and they each had their own family.
Okay.
Yep, that's what they
Yep.
look like. They
That's
look
what it
like
is.
they both from the hills of West Virginia.
Mm-hmm. And I'm
And they
sure.
long lost brother and sister.
Mm-hmm.
They kissing cousins or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they like each other.
Right.
But mom and pa separated them so
That
they
part.
wouldn't have babies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, and Laura Loomer. She said she's the first one I think that really said that the one that looks like Jigsaw.
Yeah.
She said that she's the first one to start talking about people are upset are jealous of Erica Kirk because she's blonde, and she was like blonde hair, blue eyes, and pretty. That's what it is. And she said, first of all, you can't tell the color of Erica Kirk's eyes, number one. But two, Laura Loomer, of course, had to say, well, I'm originally blonde hair, blue eyes, girl. That's long gone if that's who you really were.
Child,
I mean, you
get
could
out of here.
listen.
Your face look like a damn mask.
That
Like you girl, y'all be so everybody in that White House. Have you seen their before and after surgery pictures?
none of y'all look alike for
Oh
nothing.
my God.
Nothing. Caroline Levitt, who just had her baby by her grandpa. I mean,
Caroline.
your your baby is not going to look anything like your new face.
Oh my God.
I mean, so there's that. But I'm so over it. I'm just over everything right now.
Uh,
And I'm in my
over
grumpy old
all
woman
them,
phase, yeah. Mm-hmm. 'Cause I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of it.
girl.
Yeah, but it's fun to talk about because y'all are just ridiculous.
She called Candace Owens nappy head too.
Yes.
I was like,
Yes.
ooh, ooh, baby, you know we ain't in Kansas no more,
I
cause they would have
mean,
canceled you so fast.
listen. See, and that's the
You done
thing.
called this lady nappy head.
Listen, and that's the thing. It's like they can get away with stuff like that. And of course, the next breath. But I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I don't have anything against black
And it
people.
be Kansas for me paying her dust.
Listen,
Watching the videos back, just
that
looking like,
child. I mean, that's the
oh my
funniest part.
God.
And she did like I saw a video yesterday. That's why I brought this because I was going to talk about like when we were.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, look, I was like maybe we should talk about this narrative, whatever. But then when Candace, I saw a video. I was on TikTok last night, and I saw a video of Erica Kirk right before the correspondence dinner, and it was like real dramatic, and she was all in the curtain, turned around, and everything, revealing her look, I guess, or whatever.
Oh my God.
And Candace was watching it, and she had, I mean, it was a real reaction to where she was just like quiet. She just could, I mean, she was speechless. She couldn't even say anything, and but her face said it all. Like how
Girl,
ridiculous she knew it was.
they are a
It's
mess.
crazy. It's just like y'all are. I'm just.
And I'm telling you, and the white people who said is worse because they're just
Mm-hmm.
like, I didn't vote for this. Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you
Yes, you
did.
did.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
We told you it was gonna
Yep.
happen. Yes, you did vote for
But y'all
this.
never want to listen to us because we don't know anything. We're racist. We're the racist ones. We're the prejudiced ones. We're the.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah. So that's where we're at now. Yep. Still got a couple more years of this bullshit.
well, on that note, we hope you all have a wonderful Mother's Day or had a wonderful Mother's Day.
Yes.
And if your mother is not with you anymore, we definitely pray for you.
Mm-hmm.
We pray your strength. We know it's hard, and we continue to keep you lifted up in prayer.
Yes.
And on that note, you can reach us at girl underscore you know what, at Danny B Speaks, and at Wellness and Women. Until next time, bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Girl, you know what? Turn it up, turn it up. Two mics, two queens. We just pulling up a seat, look. Yeah, yeah. Danielle with the side eye, Kisha with the laugh. Talking about the world while they talk about their past. Long time friends, yeah, they really seen it all. From the late night calls to the girl just block his phone. Trending on the timeline, rumors in the chat. Is it really love or he capping with the act? Bills on the table, dreams on the board. They gon' say the things you've been screaming in your core. For real. Girl, you know what? Say what you really wanna say. Girl, you know what? We talking about life every day. Danielle, Danielle, Keisha. Yeah, they keeping it tough. Turn the volume up. Sit back. It's the girl, you know what? Hey. Current topics, yeah, they break them like a habit. From the group chat drama to the did you really smash it? Clapping back at nonsense, laughing through the stress. Turning all that pressure into promise and progress. Talk love, talk work, talk family, all faith. Talk nice, they were scared, but they did it anyway. If you ever felt stuck, if you ever felt judged, hit play one time, feel the real, feel the love. You know what? Say what you really wanna say.